how much we pay and what is different in Bali now if compared with Bali before pandemic. I think that it's like one of the more comfortable bike for two persons.
You still can find like really cheap food if you know where to go.
Hi guys, welcome to Bali, Indonesia. We are digital nomads. My name is Alex, she is Helen, yeah, right? Yeah, and we travel around the world. Actually, Bali,
It's kinda like our home because it's a place where we always came back
yeah, and we stay here more times than
in any other places
Yeah.
since we started traveling. And if you like want to count like actually months that we lived exactly in Bali, is gonna be about 2 years, but we kinda live here already for 3 years.
And we came back 2 months ago, and now we want to talk about how Bali feels like
After pandemic,
and
how it's
what is
changed.
different, how it's changed, and show all
Is it
places where we stay.
nice for digital nomads like right now, or it's not so cool like it was before pandemic.
It is.
We're gonna tell you more about pro and cons of living in Bali, and is it suits. That's one of the cons. If it suits you like digital nomads, and if it's good for digital nomad lives. Digital nomad life.
Yeah, but we will do it in, I don't know, next videos, so follow our channel if you still didn't do that. And today we want to show you a room tour, where we stay, how much we pay, and what is different in Bali now if compared with Bali before pandemic and before lockdown in Bali. So let's start.
Yep. This is our room tour, and we live in a villa complex, so we have shared territory, but a private villa. This is in the middle of Canggu area, so this is actually most fancy and expensive neighborhood right now, and we live like really in the middle of that. And for Canggu area, this territory, it's very green, because usually you cannot find something like that in Canggu, because that's not so green area and not so like, I don't know, tropical like Ubud, for example. And this is our villa. Our villa is completely private, because sometimes in Bali you can rent a shared villa, so you basically rent a room and that's like totally fine, and you share that with your friends, or you share that with people that you don't know at the beginning, but then you usually become friends. So this is like our main room. This is our working place, like kind of like an office, but important thing that this actually didn't come with villa. We bought this sofa and we bought this table from the guys who lived here before us. This is our living room, dining room, our bedroom, and there you can see our kitchen. This is more like a Bali style villa, because you can see there's a lot of woods, and that's not like a loft style, it's more like a Bali style. It have this thing, and it's really nice, and a lot of ornaments, and there's also a lot of windows. They're like literally all around our villa, but this is probably because we have like a master villa, because other villas they're smaller and they have less windows. And this is our small private kitchen. I wouldn't say this is a really nice kitchen, but that's fine, like that's okay.
And we have a bathroom here.
Yeah, it was actually a bathtub. We bought this, so it wasn't included here. We bought the lighting, and we bring some plants from outside of villa. That wasn't kind of included in villa, but it was in a shared territory, and the guys who work here, the manager, said it's okay if we take some of them. So we kind of trying to make it more cozy and more nice, but in general it's really great villa. And this villa costs around $700 per month, including, I think 700 is include electricity and all bills, and we extra pay for faster internet. But I wouldn't say you can find something like that in the middle of Canggu, because we got this villa because our friends lived here before us, and they left Bali, and they say that like we have a house here, if you want you can live here after us, but you cannot find this kind of villa in like Facebook group or somewhere else. So all the houses in this complex, they filled with like long-term guests and people just get in the house after some of their friends leaving, and yeah, it's go from hands to hands basically, so that doesn't have any like market scene, and you cannot find this place in Facebook group or something.
What I want to show you is that we bought 2 helmets, full face. And I recommend you to buy full face helmets here in Bali, and always use helmets when you drive somewhere, because it's not so safe how it looks like maybe. Yeah, because when you live here a long time, you met a lot of situation, and you know a lot of situation, like bad situation.
Yeah, you know about a lot of accidents that includes motorbikes and a lot of people driving without helmets, because like, I'm not going too fast, I'm careful, I'm just in the neighborhood, but that's like really terrible idea. Please use your helmets, and it's better if you stay here at least for a few months to buy a full face helmet, because like if you like your face, you would like to keep that with you, and full face helmet really help with that, because we know a lot of accidents, even when people like drove like for 2 minutes just to the shop, and they decide like, okay, that's 2 minutes, I'll go without helmets, and they end up without their face. So
yeah, and now we want to talk about how Bali feels like after pandemic. What is different if compared with Bali like before?
I would say the main difference is that properties like apartments became more expensive, so prices for apartments got higher, but in general it's same.
If we talk about traffic, it always was here, like traffic before pandemic, it always was here. Yeah, in COVID time it was so good here, because
it was no people, it was very cheap for properties, and that was COVID. Like,
it was a good time for
to be in Bali.
For foreigners, but it was like a huge
really
problem.
Terrible for local people, because that was COVID, that was no tourists, and basically the tourism is a really big part of Bali economy.
Yeah, it's almost the same like it was before.
It's almost same, but apartments got more expensive. But
yeah,
I think that's
Canggu, it's like, I don't
difference.
know, more famous.
Yeah, Canggu became more popular area. I think before Kuta was really popular, but now I would say Canggu is like main neighborhood.
Yeah, and he has so many new cafes, so many new stores. I don't know.
There's like really fancy places.
Actually,
now.
if compared like with Bali 1 year ago, here
so many new cafes.
Yeah, so many new places here. I think that a lot of new places what opened here when we have been in Buenos Aires, for example, they like have different prices in cafe. I'm not sure, but I think that new places, they like more expensive than places
that worked before.
Yeah.
Cafes here, you still can find like really cheap food if you know where to go, because sometimes we met people who like, oh, Bali is so expensive and cafes are so expensive. I literally had a salmon toast, huge, with a lot of salmon, avocado, like really huge, and that cost $2. That was like super cheap. So
yeah, but it was like some promo, but promo here is every
Yeah.
time, everywhere, and he has so many cafes, so many places, and they like can't live without some promo or events.
Yeah, so if you know places, you still can find a lot of cheap and really nice food, and it's like way cheaper.
Prices for food here start from $1, but $1 it's like price for local food, like for example for nasi goreng, it's like fried rice, and yeah, if you wanna eat something like in I don't know, some cafe, it's not like local place, and it will start from $2.5, I think so.
Yeah, 2.5, 3, depends on what kind of food you want.
So this is our bike, and this is PCX, and it's 150 cc, and yeah, it's enough for Bali, and actually you don't have a place here for drive faster, and it's not so safe traffic for drive faster here. I think that it's like one of the like more comfortable bike for 2 persons. We pay around 2 million rupiah here for a month, and it's around $130, I think so. I think that we will buy new one bike, so Yeah, because it's like more comfortable. And now we want to go to our favorite coffee place. It's one of the best coffee place in the world, and actually I have a tattoo just because of this place, because I really love coffee there and I really love stuff there.
And every time when we were back to Bali and we came back to exactly that place, the guys who work there, they recognize us and they were really happy to see us and that we came back. And even if we were gone like for 9 months, for both times we were gone for 9 months, and that's so nice. And they even remember what do I order, because every time I order same thing, and after like 9 months, and that's so cute. I really like guys who work there.
Yeah, me too. Halo, selamat sore.
Hi guys!
We love this place because they really know how to do great coffee, yeah?
Yeah, and I think they got like second place in European Championship.
No, third. Third place.
Third, okay.
Yeah, and
Still good though.
Yeah, they have a lot of trophy. Sometimes they go to some international competitions, and yeah, if you really love coffee, recommend you this place,
Yeah.
because it's
This
not
mostly
only
it's more about coffee, and as well they have quite
Some-
affordable breakfast.
yeah, and prices is like $3-4
Yeah.
for some dish. So guys, we came to our favorite beach in
Canggu
Canggu.
neighborhood,
Yeah, it's,
and this is actually Eka Beach. It's
Yeah.
called Eka Beach.
yeah, near with Labrisa
Labrisa
Beach
Beach
Club.
Club.
It's a day club.
So Eka Beach is one of the nicest beach, in our opinion, it's one of the nicest beach in Canggu, because it's more beautiful, and Labrisa Beach Club, it's also make it more cozy, because in our opinion, Finn's Beach Club and Finn's Beach near Finn's Beach Club, it's not so nice, it's stink, it's dirty, and it has some, you're not sure is it river or it's canalization, and
Yeah,
it's
because
actually
there is
stink.
really bad smell.
Yeah, and it's just not so, I don't know, you do not enjoy being there. So, but Eka Beach is nice, and I'd say it's one of the best beaches in Canggu. But if you consider beach like a place to chill, to have, I don't know, sunbathing.
Yeah, it's not about Canggu actually.
It's not about Canggu, yeah. It's more about maybe Uluwatu or Nusa Dua, or even some east part of Bali, like White Sand Beach. But Canggu, it's more about surfers. So Canggu's beaches is nice for surfers, but they're not so beautiful for just like regular people, not surfers.
Yeah. So that's it. Thank you everyone who follow our channel. Thank you everyone who support us, who comment everything. And if you still didn't watch our last videos from Florianopolis, from Kuala Lumpur, you can do it right now. And if you wanna buy some real estate in Dubai, so write me on Instagram. My Instagram is here, and follow my Instagram, follow Helen's Instagram, and follow our channel. So bye bye,
soon.
see you.